Hi, my name is Bill Daniels, direct lender here in Tustin, California. And today we're here with Mitch Fredericks, Home Inspections. And we're going to learn about how Mitch looks over a property and what he does and how home inspections are hugely important when buying a new home. So Mitch, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Well, first of all, tell us what the difference is between a home inspection and, say, an appraisal, because I get that question a lot.
I do too. I think people get confused. The home inspection is a physical inspection. The appraisal is obviously just the value of the property, but I go out and I check the plumbing, the electrical, the heating, to roof and foundation.
When you talk about things like foundation, are there really issues with foundation here in Orange County?
I would say, Bill, that the main feature of a home is its foundation. If the foundation is cracked, if it's broken, you're going to have problems with the property. The foundation shifting or moving is going to create a lot of problems. If you're on a slab, that could create a slab leak.
Now, I recently had a slab leak, and so I know exactly what we're talking about. We don't even know that there was a slab leak until the wood floor starts to buckle a little bit and some of the precipitation's coming in.
Right.
So that's important. So how do you get in there and find out if there could be anything going on?
With a raised foundation, that's an important part of getting underneath the house.
You go underneath.
It's probably my least favorite part of the inspection, but it's important to get underneath.
And what do you look for when you go underneath?
I look for snakes.
I bet.
I certainly am fearful at times to get underneath the house because I'm afraid of what I'm going to find. But when I get underneath the house, I'm looking at the foundation. I'm looking at the footing walls. Are the footing walls cracked or moving? Are there leaks? And I can see underneath the house with a raised foundation that yes, it is. There's a leak. We need to get it corrected. With older properties, you'll find cast iron waistline pipes that are rusted and corroded and they need to be replaced. But with a slab, like your own home, Bill, a slab, you can't get underneath the house. You can't tell what's going on until it finally does break and you have water coming into your home.
What would you consider to be an older home?
I would say prior to 1978. And the reason being is that there's hazardous material in a home. There's lead-based paint. You'll also find asbestos. And these are concerns because of health issues. But with an older home, you may find even an older furnace. A furnace that could be cracked, where it could allow for carbon monoxide to be blown into a house. These are concerns. These are big concerns.
Mitch, time-wise, on a typical home, how long does it typically do to do an inspection, and how quickly do you usually get a report out to them?
My inspection will take about 2 hours. The most important part of the inspection is the final walkthrough. I ask a buyer to show up at the end of the inspection. I do my inspection, do the field work, and at the end of the inspection, I walk them through it. I let them know what the problems are. I allow them to ask questions. It's so important, especially for first-time buyers. They're putting down a good chunk of change to buy this property. They want to find out what kind of condition is it in, and what are the real problems with this property.
Yeah. And here they are looking at it for the first time, or even if they've purchased a property before, it might have been years before, and you do several of these a day.
Exactly.
Well, Mitch, thanks a lot for coming in today. We appreciate your time and insight. I'm going to go ahead and leave Mitch's contact information below. You can reach him by telephone, and he's really prompt at returning phone calls. I'll tell you, I called him, and he was, I think you were at Magic Mountain.
That is correct.
With his kids.
That's
and
right.
so he calls me back. I'm at Magic Mountain getting ready to go on a ride, and let's touch base tomorrow. But thank you very much for coming by. And my name is Bill Daniels, and you make it a great day.